G'day guys, Matty Sims here. Welcome to episode 8 of the FM19 Beta Liverpool playthrough series. Now, there's a lot to get through in this episode. It will be a long one. But first off, let's start off with the transfers, as I did decide to splash a little bit of cash in the January transfer window. Just jump to the transfer history here. And as you can see, so we'll have that, but we'll go by date here. And I did bring two new signings in. Manuel Lanzini from West Ham for $23.5 million and Hervin Lozano from PSV for 35. Two excellent players. Oh, I better not do that. I'll show you their stats. And I'll show you their stats for us so far. But as you can see, two big transfers, and they've made quite an impact so far already. Some good and some bad. Anyway, we'll get into the previous results after the Chelsea 1-1 draw. Pretty stock standard performance against Havant and Waterlooville. Dominated, rest of the team, as you can see. Then we came up against Brighton in the Carabao Cup. Bobby Firmino with the only goal of that game at home. We then came up against Fulham. 3-0 win. Wijnaldum returned from injury and gets himself a hat-trick. 2 cracking goals and a penalty. Next, we had Cardiff away. We won 1-0. Joe Gomez with the goal. Dominating performance. Once again, it's pretty stock standard stuff. A pretty disappointing performance. I played a relatively strong side. Yeah, but a disappointing performance away from home against Brighton in the Carabao Cup. James Milner missing a penalty, which made things a little bit nervy. We did have a away goal. Actually, I don't think they use the away goal rule anyway. So we would have went to extra time if they had scored another, but disappointing. Then rest of the team for the Coventry game in the FA Cup. Again, a few cracks in the machine started coming up. And yes, I did rest the team, but only 2-0 win over Coventry, not good enough. But when I was worried, they put all my doubts away. A 5-0 spanking of Crystal Palace. I'm pretty sure where's the previous result against Palace? I'm pretty sure we beat them 6-1 away from home. So they've conceded, 11 goals against us in 2 games. This time we kept a clean sheet. Ryan Brewster getting a goal as well in the Premier League. Massive confidence boost for him. Then the return of Lanzini to London, the old London Stadium against West Ham. 0-0 draw. I mean, again, probably should have won. Bobby Firmino missed a great chance. Lozano in the 93rd minute, 1-on-1 with the keeper, missed an absolute sitter. But that's all right. Hopefully, that's all right. Hopefully, it doesn't affect us in the league, dropping 2 points like that. Next up, we had Bournemouth at home. Manuel Lanzini double, and Fabinho scored an absolute belter of a goal. We then had Wolves in the FA Cup 5th round. Rest of the team, pretty much, Firmino had to play due to injuries in our attack, which I'll show you. But other than that, dominating performance. He wasn't at his best, Firmino. I subbed him off and then put Brewster up top, and he did get the goal in the 73rd minute. But today, we're going to have one game. We're going to have a couple games. Actually, no, today's episode will be a doubleheader. My mistake. Today's episode is doubleheader. Lyon first leg of the Champions League first knockout round, and Wolves in the Carabao Cup final. A lot of matches against Wolves. But so we're going to have a cup final today and the first round of the Champions League. It's going to be a big episode. Anyway, let's get into the first game. Quickly show you what we will be playing. Stock standard as we've played. The control possession 4-2-3-1 wide with a complete forward, box-to-box midfielder. Pretty strong stuff now. Just injuries. Solanke and Sturridge both get injured. Sturridge, I thought I was going to have him for this whole season, but as you can see, their lower back stress fracture, so he's out for a while. And I couldn't register Lanzini or Lozano. due to not having enough of the homegrown players if I want to try and put them in. So that doesn't matter. We've got a strong enough side anyway. Let's get into the first game, guys. Here we go, guys. We'll just take a quick look at the Lyon side. Lopez in goal, Tete at right back, Subotic, Danaya as the two centre-backs. Is that Ziegler as left back, Toussaint and Ndombele as the two holding midfielders. Depay, I'm going to not get that. We'll say Arar? Traore, we'll say Hassam. Oh, he's going to butcher me in the comments below. And Moussa Dembele up top. Oh my. Not a good start to the match. Butchering the Lyon players' names. Fekir, I think he was on the bench. I see him on the bench there. As we know, pretty much signed for Liverpool at the start of this season. And then last minute Liverpool did pull out. I mean, maybe it would have been perfect as number 10 with Bobby Firmino up top. But here we go. Champions League music rings out on those Champions League nights at Anfield. They're back finally in the series here. And here we go. Toussaint. Fabinho. Was Fekir on the bench? No, he wasn't. So I didn't see him on the bench. I don't know who I saw. But yeah, so a pretty weakened Lyon side by the looks of things. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. As Arnold throws it in, just turns the ball straight over though. And quick ball over the top, but Robertson will eat that up. Heads it down for Wijnaldum, who plays it through, looking for Mo Salah in behind. And oh, what a save by Lopez. Mo Salah just could not get it past the keeper. That was an excellent save. Alexander-Arnold have a free kick and looks to be off the crossbar a little there. Close zone. It is Adrian Lopez, yes. Anthony Lopez, Portuguese goalkeeper. They've got a few good goalkeepers, Portugal national side, eh? Patricio plays at Wolves. Anthony Lopez, and another brilliant ball over the top for Mo Salah, using his pace and goals. Mo Salah loves the Champions League. He was out injured, so he doesn't only have 11 goals this season, but wow. He loves the Champions League, Mo Salah. Long ball, I mean, playing quite a few long balls so far for Mo Salah in behind and uses his pace and beats the keeper this time. Looked like maybe a harder finish than the first one, but we will not complain about that. Excellent performance so far. Just need to take our chances. I wonder if we have any clear-cut chances yet. Not dominating position. I've noticed in the Champions League, the possession isn't as one-sided as it is in the league. But so Juventus, despite being down, Juventus 2-0 up. PK got sent off, so for Barcelona, it's a big game that as well. Firmino now plays it to Robertson, who's on the left-hand side here. Tries a deep cross to Mo Salah, but he's no win that. But Wijnaldum, a free kick to Lyon. The goal was disallowed for pushing a Lyon player by Wijnaldum. I didn't really see much of it, but maybe it was Firmino who did the foul. Anyway, Lyon now have the ball. 40th minute now. And Lyon are not playing well at all. Robertson, again with an interception you could say, but the ball was just kicked straight to him. Wijnaldum, as that inside forward, tries the the top through ball once again. Fabinho, Mane. Mane going to use his pace to drift in now, and he's got a lethal right foot, does Sadio Mane. Brilliant performance so far, all over Lyon. They have no answers. Every time they get the ball, we just win it straight back. Anyone would think we're playing a gegenpress over here. Anyway, that's half time. By the looks of things, probably should be more goals up here. And 60% possession to 40 and 8 shots to 2, 4 on target to 1. Very satisfying first half. Just assertive. There's still room for improvement. There is. But we'll end it there. Mo Salah probably won't get through the 90 minutes. It just got back from injury. Hasn't played much. I've tried to rest him. I didn't want to play him in any of those the Carabao Cup games or anything like that, or FA Cup. Saving him for this game, and has he delivered? I think he has. Especially with all the injuries to strikers that we've had so far. 55 minutes gone now. No highlight in the second half yet. I won't complain about that as we've got the lead, but would like another. 60 minutes gone now. Might just encourage the team. 65 gone. Might do a sub. Not much is happening. Good ratings over the board though. 6.7. And we don't have a striker. We're gonna have to bring maybe Lallana on. Actually, you know what I might do? Take Wijnaldum off as well. And put Shaqiri as the advanced playmaker and Lallana as an inside forward. I prefer Shaqiri as the number 10 with Lallana on the inside forward position. We have highlight now, 66 minutes in. First highlight of the half. Lallana off the bench. Fabinho has a rocket in him, but doesn't do it anything with it. But Arnold on the right side and just turns it over. Sort of ball got stuck in the wet grass here by the looks of things. And that's a foul. Fabinho gets tripped over, and Toussaint looks like he's going to be sent off here. And that means he will be out of the return leg. Quite an important player for Lyon. And by the looks of things, they might have quite a bit of injuries or, quite a few injuries in their side. That midfield is very weak, and I want to get the second here. We're going to go attacking. I might make one more sub as well. Arnold does have a yellow card, so I might bring... Keita hasn't played much. I'll take Fabinho off. I'm going to chuck everyone on attack. Is it dangerous in case of counters? Of course. But we live on the edge in my team. And I want to get a second goal here. I don't want to think what could have been in that return leg if we were to lose 2-0 in that return leg. Here we go. And Lallana, a bruised knee. That's, get up. There's no such thing as a bruised knee. I'm telling you now. Come on. A brilliant first half. And we're still dominating this game. It's just... aren't taking our chances by the looks of things. And here we go. Shaqiri for corner. Whips it in. Henderson. Oh. What a captain's goal that would have been. If he were to give us a 2-0 lead in the first knockout round. Leg 1 of the Champions League. A couple minutes to go here. And not many highlights in this second half. Disappointing. 4 minutes to go. It looks like we've got the win. Not a big win not the biggest win that I was hoping for, especially with them going down to 10 men. Do we have one more chance here? No, we don't. Yeah. With them going down to 10 men, I was hoping for a bit more. Less, nothing. And ref, that's it. Andy Robertson. Amazing today at left back. As I was trying to say, we dominated the game. Should have had more than one goal, but we'll take the lead. I'm confident that we can go away from home and get the win. Good win, boys. I'll say a good win, conservatively. As it was a good win, but should have been more. Anyway, guys, for the second match of this episode, we've got that Carabao Cup final, as you just saw there. Let's skip through a little bit here. That's a big game. First Cup final as Liverpool manager. Only 1 to 2 days. That's good. First Cup final as Liverpool manager. Might only be the Carabao Cup. Not many fans really care about the Carabao Cup, but neither did I. I didn't show a single match, but it is the final, and we'll get into that match right now. Here it is, match 2 of the episode. I did already record it. It was meant to be the Carabao Cup final against Wolves, but my video decided to corrupt, I guess you could say, and I lost it. Anyway, guys, I did promise a match against Wolves, so it is the next match, and we'll play that match now. We did lose 1-0. It was a pretty entertaining game. Don't know how the match only ended 1-0. We had quite a lot of chances. I did play a pretty, weekend side. I want to give, Curtis Jones, Brewster, Chiravella was on the bench. Those guys, the chance to try and get a winner's medal, in the tournament that they pretty much played the whole thing. So it was disappointing to lose. I was quite angry. I'm disappointed you just couldn't hear that audio of me, in real time. I was quite nervous headed into the match. It was quite nerve-wracking actually during the match. I know it is just a game, but this game is a very exciting game to play. But anyway, guys, we'll get into the team selection now for our next match against Wolves. And I've decided to go all guns blazing. We're going to go full head of steam, try and win the Premier League. Now, actually, I will just show you quickly as well, before we get into the match, the league table. We're 3 points clear of Manchester City with a game in hand. If we beat Wolves, that's 6 points clear with 9 games to go. 11 games to go, sorry. That's a big lead. We are well on our way here, if we get the win over Wolves, to get our first Premier League title. Anyway, guys, as you see, second leg of the Champions League, and we drew Man United in the FA Cup. But anyway, let's submit the team now. Mohamed Salah is lucky to sharpness, that's alright. He will be able to play most of the match, and hopefully we get the 3 points. Here we go, let's have a look at the Wolves side. I think they've only made 2 changes from the Carabao Cup side. Traore starting and Ryan Bennett starting. But yeah, look at that formation. That's the exact same one they played, and we could not break them down. Anyway, let's go into the dressing room. Let's hope for a different result today. Get some revenge from the Carabao Cup. Of course, it's disappointing. If we win the Premier League, it's all forgotten. But would have been amazing to get the water off the duck's back, as they say, or duck off the water's back. I don't know what to say it is, but it would have been good to get the first trophy for Liverpool since 2011 League Cup. But anyway, we've got bigger fish to fry. Hopefully, we get the Premier League trophy. I did put it on extended highlights, so I'll put it back down to key highlights for this match. And Firmino dribbling in there does nothing, and the highlight will most likely end now. As it is a kick-off highlight. There's not many times there's a kick-off highlight that actually results in something, but let's go. Let's keep it going then. Come on, Liverpool. Fast start. Sadio Mane for the cross. Firmino. He hasn't had the best of times recently, old Bobby Firmino. Bit worrying. That's why I did move Salah as striker and made Firmino predominantly a number 10. He has played there mostly this season, already, but swings it up to Mo Salah. Use your pace, son. Plays it to Fabinho. Fabinho going all the way. Took the strike on. Disappointing not to get anything from that, but they look much more open. Does this Wolves side, and Alexander-Arnold with the free corner now, and Salah, it's cleared off the line. Virgil, play it, son. First time. Robertson, Fabinho, Mane, and look like the attack's going to break down now. It's a free kick, surely. There we go, thank you. We don't get to set a free kick, though. That's disappointing. Anyway, come on. Just encourage the boys. Let's go. On league table. Come on. Man City. We're still going to have this game in hand, so they're playing right now as well. They are beating whoever they're facing. I think it just popped up in the corner there, top left corner. Those going down for the free kick. Not the free kick, the corner. Wijnaldum strikes some distance and whistles over the bar. one thing I will add, I'll put in, where is it? Is it latest events? No. They've beaten Arsenal. Latest scores. That's it. Chuck this in here as well. Make it smaller. Don't see the whole thing. Like that. Let's put that there. We'll close it. Don't need it open. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, pretty disappointing first half. 30 minutes gone now. Was hoping for a better response. But yeah, nothing so far. 13 shots to 1, but only the one shot on target. Man City 2-0 up. Wilfried Zaha. Did he move? Was it Loki Doki's save on his Manchester United save? I think he moved to Man City as well. Did Wilfried Zaha? So, well, this first half has flown by, and we've had no clear-cut chances. One half chance, but no clear-cut chances, and latest scores there. Disappointing. Assertive. I'm far from pleased. Better than this. You know, last few games have just been a bit average. We've had some, the West Ham 0-0 draw, Brighton 1-1 draw. Even though that was the Carabao Cup. I thought it was a while back now, but we seem to just have these performances where nothing, or anything that we do, nothing of it comes off. 60 minutes gone here. I'm going to sub Mo Salah off, and maybe Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum has been playing pretty well as that inside forward, but not the best game. And Lanzini will come on for Mo Salah, who they said he wouldn't get through 90 minutes. Don't want to get him injured again. And he's one of our worst performers of the match so far. I do want to get minutes into Naby Keita as well. He's barely played. It did come to me complaining about game time, and then I went and talked to him, and he said it's all good. But maybe that's what we're missing. Maybe we're missing Naby Keita to unlock. That's why I brought Lanzini in. This is a true number 10. But Robertson with the corner here. Firmino, what a save. I really need to set up my corners. I don't know why Andy Robertson is taking a corner, but anyway. Alexander-Arnold now. Oh. Right. As you can see there, goal line tech, and it was not a goal. Here we go. Alexander-Arnold with the corner on the other side. Lanzini and... 70 minutes gone. What do we do? How can we... We might have a lead in the Premier League, but Naby Keita, you're coming on for Henderson. As that box-to-box. Attack Mane. Attack Lozano. Attack Andy Robertson. And attack Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can that unlock this very defensive Wolves side? Let's play. Almost 15 minutes to go here. Not much is happening in this match. 21 shots to 3 and just can't get the ball in the onion bag. I'm going to put us on attacking as well. Tell the boys when I can to push forward. Push forward. Come on. Wolves, I think they're sitting, 9th in the league. 8th if they get a result here, but playing out of their skin against us for some reason. And I look at the stamina, the conditioning compared to both teams, and we just can't unlock this defence. And a shocking result at Anfield, a 0-0 draw against Wolves. Well, we're still at that game in hand, which could give us a 4-point lead over Man City, but wow, I don't know what's happened. Oh, that is shocking, really. Merseyside derby coming up next, and then a match against Burnley on the Monday. A lot of fixture. A lot of fixture congestion at the moment. Not even attending a press conference. Oh, wow. Anyway, guys, to be honest, not sure when we'll be back. I want to get through this season. I want to finish this mini-series on the FM19 beta before the game gets fully released, which is November 2nd. Probably November 3rd for me in Australia, where the Journeyman first episode will be released November 3rd, maybe November 4th at the latest. I don't have no work over the weekend, and on Tuesday, or roughly Monday, Tuesday, as it is Melbourne Cup weekend. But yeah, probably if we have got the league wrapped up, be back for this Newcastle game. If they do a trophy celebration, which I believe it is, like real life, you win the league at your home ground, you get the trophy. If not, if the league is still in the balance, we'll come up against this match against Man City, and hopefully it will be a triple header, as we'll have the Man City match, Champions League final, and FA Cup final. Hopefully win all three competitions. It would be amazing to get a treble in our first season as Liverpool manager, in our first and only season as Liverpool manager on the FM19 beta. What a way it would be to kick off, FM19. If not, hopefully we get a double. Champions League and Premier League would be amazing. Premier League on its own would be amazing. Now I'm rambling here. Anyway, that's the end of the episode, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Come on, Liverpool!